This is Artie Lopez of C Magazine, and this is day 2 of our coverage on the 8th Philippine International Motor Show. Yesterday we had a great time, all these automotive launches, all the exciting programs, etc. But today we're going to be immersing on the highlights of the show. So why don't you come with me? Come on. So we're here at the Nissan Hall. So many things happening here. It's such an exciting model lineup, and we're fresh from awarding them their C Awards. They got 4 awards this year, the most awarded brand in this category as well. And they got the GTR, we got the Nissan Kicks e-Power, Nissan Patrol, and the Terra, all C awardees for their respective categories. So they got a fantastic lineup with a game changer called the Nissan Kicks e-Power. We tested that. All of these vehicles we actually been able to drive extensively, and it's exciting time for Nissan, definitely. Now, Isuzu has always been the most reliable partner when it comes to businesses, small businesses, etc. But they have also come up with classics that are really favorites in the industry because they're just so reliable, so hardy, like the VMAX here, the MUX, and of course they also have commercial vehicles and the reputation of Isuzu of having the most reliable diesel engines in the industry as well. Now, one of the exciting releases right here is Hyundai. Now, what's happening is in the PIMS, they are introducing a lot of hybrids, a lot of EVs, so it's showing our transition to electrification. We got the Ioniq 5, so exciting because this is Hyundai's full EV crossover. And we have the Creta, which is a compact SUV. So it's nice to know that these vehicles are actually available for test drive out there just across the facade of the PIMS. And I think the Creta is what they have a promo ongoing. If I think you'd actually win a ticket to the World Cup. So I'm gonna go out and check it out later on as well. At the Mitsubishi Hall, they have brought back RallyArt. Now, if you're a Cheeto like me, that is a good thing. RallyArt is kind of iconic, a lot of heritage behind it, and it's nice to see back on the latest nameplates of Mitsubishi. Here we have the Strada RallyArt edition. They came up with the Strada Athlete edition, which is like a buffed up pickup, their typical Strada, but this time in RallyArt form. So that's really exciting. As you can see, they roll out with some games out here, so it gets everything energetic and electric, so to speak. And now we move on to the very impressive Mazda Hall. As you can see, it's everything in pedestals, but Mazda has got to be one of the best designed line of vehicles with a Kodo principle of design right here. We got the CX series, and one of the latest would be the CX-5 all-wheel drive turbo. But a lot of people are really, enamored with the MX-5, the Miata MX-5, and that's got to be one of the best compact sports cars in the industry. We're checking out all the models here of Mazda, and I said this is the CX-5 all-wheel drive turbo, and this kind of shade of red really impresses me. It's so deep, it's so glossy, and it's also not so loud, but I always forget the kind of red. So what kind of red is that?
It's soul red.
It's all red?
Soul red. It's like a soul.
I know.
Yeah, soul red.
Soul red. Can you take off your mask? There you go. Say to the camera, what's the color?
It's soul red.
It's soul red. Thank you. So Mazda has always struck me as a very sophisticated brand, especially with their driving dynamics. So it's very smooth. It's very tight in terms of its handling. Also, the design is so consistent. So you see one current Mazda, you know that it's a Mazda across the board with how it looks. And definitely they've been able to translate that to a pickup. That's interesting because a pickup is a utility vehicle. You take it to places you won't take your sedan to, and it's sporty, it's hardy, but at the same time it's been able to carry over that handsome design, consistent, sophisticated look. So this is the BT50 Pangolin edition. Cherry boot with their Cherry Tigo 8 Pro. Now the nice thing is they've already launched the Cherry Tigo 8 Pro 1.6 liter turbo and the PHEV. But what they've launched here in the 8th PIMS is the 2-liter version, the Tigo 8 Pro. So that's the final installment on their triumvirate of very exciting SUVs from Cherry. We've been able to drive both vehicles on an extensive drive from Subic to Bataan, and I tell you, It really is incredible in terms of the driving dynamics. Very tight, very predictable, and very sporty as well, without missing out on any kind of high-tech amenities. You know, active safety, all that, all the comfort features that you'd be looking for on a premium SV actually, and just fantastic. So now that they have a 2-liter turbo version, I'm looking forward to getting behind the wheel and have some seat time with that. Okay, so here at the Kia Hall, the 8th Philippine International Motor Show, this comes as a surprise, you know? I've known the Sorrento, the Carnival, the Stonic, the Soluto. These are all impressively designed Kia so far. Great driving vehicles, but this is such a surprise. This is the Kia EV6. Full EV, sports-oriented, medium-sized crossover. Now this is Luigi of Kia Mandaluyong to tell us a little bit about it. Luigi,
Yes, sir.
what would be its equivalent in terms of horsepower and torque? Would you know?
When it's equivalent to a horsepower, so it's 229 horsepower. Then its equivalent to torque is 350 torque.
Great. So you know, typically these new EVs charge really fast with different types of chargers. You got home charger, fast charge, etc. But what would be the average charging time for the EV6 from zero?
Well, average time from 0 to fully charged is between 1.5 to 3 hours only.
Wow, that's the fast charger.
Yes, sir. That's a fast charger already. But if you're going to charge it using an AC charger only, it will just it will accumulate to 4 to 6 hours charging time.
That's still pretty fast. Very impressive. All right. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what's the ballpark price for the EV6?
Well, right now, sir, Kia Philippines is looking at a sub 4M pricing for the EV6.
Yeah.
But the final pricing or the specific pricing for the EV6 will be announced by next year.
Okay, okay. Even if I bribe you?
Yes,
that-
sir.
okay, if I call my bodyguards and...
Yes, sir.
Damn it. Did I say just that? Okay, never mind. So thank you, Luigi. I want to check this out. Very impressive. So as you can see, all the people here are fawning over the electric vehicles. Those vehicles you don't see on an everyday basis, and like, you know, the vehicles that stand out from the typical model line. So, you know, this is like such a surprise. Like I said, Kia took us by surprise. It didn't go through the hybrid route anymore. It's straight to EV. And I would say I'm pretty impressed with the design because it's, I don't know, almost like a concept. I actually asked them if it was a production vehicle already, but yeah, guess what? It is. So, straight from the factory floor, they got 20-inch rims, all right? Large rims. Very nice. Floating center console, really wide aspect, LCD display that probably would take care of your navigation, vehicle telemetry, entertainment, communications, all that. And it comes with a Meridian surround system. There'll be a test unit probably in a couple of months' time, and I can't wait to check it out. So this is the Kia EV6. Good job, Kia. And of course, we have to feature the Toyota Hall right here at the 8th Philippine International Motor Show. With me right now is Elvin Luciano of Toyota Motor Philippines. Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing?
Hi, Artie. Good afternoon. Thanks for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. You know, you have a very impressive lineup over here, and you know, I've been able to check out a lot of these nameplates, and I tell you, it's exciting. So I've been in this extensive hybrid drive, the HEV drive from Toyota, and I've attended some motorsports events also focusing on their GR line. So much happening with Toyota. What are the insights you'd like to impart about that?
Yeah, speaking of insights, when we say electrified vehicle, people mostly think it's the vehicle of the future.
Right.
But what we want to say is it's the vehicle of the now.
Yeah.
And that's proven by our complete lineup of electrified vehicles, particularly our HEVs. And currently, these HEVs are already running the streets of the Philippines, all over the country. And that means that they are ready for our road conditions, our market conditions, and they don't have they don't need special infrastructure or anything.
Right.
You just ride and drive. And by doing that, you're actually helping save the planet, because the main goal of electrified driving is carbon neutrality. And these cars, they generate their own power, their own electricity, and that's clean energy, so that lessens your carbon emission.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
You know, a lot of things that actually the public is sort of like still a little bit apprehensive about full electrification. And I guess, hybrid is the most viable, the most realistic aspect of it to really embracing it so far. But like you said, it's right here, it's right now, it's technology for today. There's no range anxiety, but you get the full benefits by being friendly to the environment and at the same time saving on money as well, because the mileage is fantastic. Like, on the
tried
drive,
it,
yeah, definitely.
a lot of times.
Yeah, we drove all the way to Subic, and on the average, we were doing like 17, 19 kilometers per liter, and we were driving the Camry, the RAV4, and of course,
Cross.
yeah, and the Cross. And with the signature Toyota handling, signature Toyota build quality, but at the same time, better fuel economy. So, saan ka pa? The thing is, that is your tame side, your nurturing side.
Yes.
But you have your sporty side with the Gazoo Racing Model Special Editions with the GR86 as your latest release so far. What can you say about this whole movement of GR?
Yes. Of course, we are not forgetting the thrill of it. So we're all for responsible driving when it comes to sustainability.
Yeah.
But we're also about the joy and thrill of driving.
Yan naman.
Yeah. So we also brought the big three right
Yes.
here: the GR Supra, the GR Yaris, and the recently launched GR86.
Yes.
Yes, so the GR line, so it used to be just parang aspirational for Filipino drivers. So performance vehicles that you see abroad, but now we brought them all here to give us all that motorsports feel and experience.
Definitely, responsible driving should also be fun, by the way. And these are still attainable to mere mortals, so to speak.
That's right.
So and you also have an upcoming Vios Cup on the third leg, right? When's that happening again?
The third and final leg of the Vios Cup is happening in November 19. So
you
that's a
go.
very important leg. Biggest points to be awarded, and we will get to know the winners of the season after the third leg. So if you missed the first and second leg, you better be joining us at the Clark International Speedway in November. It's gonna be a big race weekend.
There you go. So all your favorite celebrities, your influencers, friends, and media friends are going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to eat their delicious lunch, and of course drive their awesome vehicles. Oh wow! I can't wait to be behind the wheel of the GR86. Anyway, Elvin, thank you so much for having
Thank you. Thank you so much.
taking the time on our little interview right here on the 8th Philippine International Motor Show. You got until Sunday to check this out and check out the Toyota booth as well. So see you later on. Thank you.
Thanks.
Salamat.